This last 2 weeks of school, when the seniors were in our school, they were talking about how anxious they are to get out of the building and move on. And yet, there was sadness too. Sadness in leaving where I felt very comfortable and secure. But they're moving on. What they're moving on, they're not sure what the future holds for them. And you know what? I don't know what you're feeling right now. Graduates, 2017 graduates of St. Pat's. I don't know what you're feeling right now, but you might have mixed feelings. And you have to take that. You don't want to disown your feelings. You need to own your feelings and not be afraid to admit it. Will there be tears tonight? I don't know about that. But tears are a good thing. They're a positive thing. Something that comes from the heart. And I think sometimes too, the tears they talk about caring. Now, all of you, next year, will go to some school. Not necessarily Belgium, but you'll go to some school and you will find many changes and you will find many challenges. And some of you may have a little bit of trouble fitting in or fitting there. Very difficult things to deal with. Believe me, you will have your challenges, but you want to take what you learned here at St. Pat's, you take that with you and take it seriously. You've had good teachers here that have helped you along the way. You have good administration here that have helped you along the way. And hopefully you learn from that. And where you're going, whatever it is, I guess I'd refer to it as a continuing of a journey. You're young. You might think you're old, but you're young. Very young. And you got 4 good years coming. I often tell high school kids that the best 4 years of your life are when you're in high school. And that's what you got to look forward to. And it's just a beautiful thing. I guess I would hope that you would do your best at what you do. There's a tendency, and I go over this often with the kids at Bellarmine Prep, that sometimes they forget that their primary vocation, and vocation is a call, that their primary vocation is to be a student and to study and to learn. Why? To become leaders and spread it on to other people. Your parents are good examples of that. Now, that doesn't mean you always get along with them. But they love you. And they sacrifice for you. And I think it's very important that you get yourself to the point where you're very grateful for what they've given to you. See, what happens a lot of times is we take for granted some of the things that are handed down to us. So I just want to say this tonight, as briefly as I can, that you are special, that you're sacred in your own kind of way, that God's given you the gift of life and the gift of love and the gift of friendship. You take that with you next year wherever you go. You will have up times and you will have down times. But that's okay, because that's how we grow. I guess one of the things I want to really mention tonight is I really hope you learn to treat others as you'd want to be treated yourselves. And I don't want to get into the negative part of bullying and all that kind of thing, but that stuff does go on. And you don't want to be a part of that. And make up your mind tonight that you're going to try to be the best person that you can be. Not mediocre, but the best person that you can be. These are words coming out of my mouth, but that's not going to make it happen. Take seriously, everybody, what goes on inside of your heart right now. I want to just close here with a quotation from Pope St. John Paul II. It's a great quotation, and it's kind of a mind teaser. Here's what John Paul II says. No one is so poor they have nothing to give, and no one is so rich they have nothing to receive. That's a powerful statement. All of you are wealthy in one way, and all of you are poor in one way. Let me say that again. No one is so poor they have nothing to give, and no one is so rich they have nothing to receive. You count your blessings, everybody. Be glad that you are who you are, and that you become a better person as you move on through the course of your life. All of you have very much to be grateful for.